Hello, everyone. So, I'm gonna get right into it and assume everyone has seen the news. Unless you're like blind, then congratulations on getting through your disability and getting to the point where you can use the internet to click on this video. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. But, to get right into it, I'm pretty sure we've all heard about the Direct, and, there's some stuff to talk about here. I want to make a few predictions, and by a few, I mean like three, because I'm not going to try to guess what Nintendo's going to show here, and I'm not going to go off any fake leaks or anything like that. I'm just going to guess from personal predictions and what's going on with the whole video game industry right now to try to take a few guesses. And I'm mainly going to keep this to Nintendo games and one other game. I don't know why I'm talking about the industry. There's like one thing I have to say here that has to do with anything non Nintendo related here. You guys know me. But, anyways, let's get right into what I think we will probably definitely see there tomorrow. So, the shortest thing I think I have to talk about here is we're probably going to see more Kirby gameplay. I can't see Nintendo not showing a little more, considering they're like a month away from when it's going to come out. I really don't know if they're going to do a direct for it, since this is like the biggest Kirby game they've like ever made. I would assume they're going to do that, because like it's a big step for the Kirby franchise. So, I would either like I really don't know what I think I'm going to see here. I'm not a super big Kirby fan, but I'm trying to stay as objective here as possible. I honestly could just put it as like a 50-50 on whether or not we'll see like an announcement of a full Kirby Direct, which I think it honestly, like with Kirby going open world, I think it kind of warrants its own Direct, but I just don't really know here. I think we are going to like be guaranteed to see anything Kirby's here, so if you're a massive Kirby fan, good for you. The other thing that I have to talk about before I actually start talking about Splatoon 3 is one of my other favorite games, Destiny 2, and I have valid reason to talk about it here. Um, so if you guys did not know, when Sony acquired Bungie, the developers of Destiny 2, one of the things Bungie talked about was moving Destiny to even more platforms, and Destiny 2 right now is currently on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Stadia. And Stadia, while being the least relevant platform in the video game industry, actually has a lot to do with Destiny finally coming to Nintendo Switch. And I say this because of everything going on with Stadia right now and what Google is actually doing with Stadia. So, if you did not know, Stadia has kind of been put on the back burner for Google, and they're rebranding the technology as something called Google Stream, where they're renting out their streaming capabilities to businesses that want them. And one of the first businesses, I'm not kidding you here, besides Peloton, to rent out Google Stream is actually Bungie. There is literally only one reason that this would happen, because you can already stream Destiny 2 to your phones using Google Stadia. There is one platform that would need to be streamed to go to Switch, and that would be Destiny 2 coming out on Switch. So, if you didn't know, if you're not a super big Destiny fan, there was a major Bungie video called a Vidoc for Destiny 2 The Witch Queen, the next expansion coming up in Destiny, where they basically just talked about new stuff for the game. But I think the dates here are a little too close together to call it coincidental. So the Destiny 2 Witch Queen Vidoc came out on February 8th, which is today as of uploading this video, and the direct is tomorrow. Now, call me a little conspiratorial here, but I don't think this dating here is a coincidence at all. I just think all the signs here, with Bungie being the second company to register with Google Stream, like, what would they need to do that for if it wasn't to bring it to the Switch, since it's already on literally every other platform out there? I know a lot of you aren't super big Destiny fans, and that's basically all I've got to really say on that, but like, Destiny 2 is pretty much the second biggest RPG MMO out there. So like I know a lot of you guys don't really care about it, but to me it's something that I'm super excited about. And the fact that this is finally going to be on Switch is something really important to me, and I know a lot of other gamers out there are really looking forward to finally being able to play Destiny on Switch. Alright, the meat and potatoes now. We're all here for Splatoon 3 stuff. So what do I think is going to actually be shown at Splatoon 3? Judging by Nintendo's track record of how they've rolled out Splatoon info and directs, I think we are going to see two things here. I think that Nintendo is going to talk about a side mode, like how Splatoon 2 Salmon Run is to Splatoon 2. I think we are going to get our side mode revealed here today. And there is one other thing. I think like it's about time that Nintendo gives us the release date. I really can't see them not giving us the release date tomorrow, which I will seriously be shocked if they don't give us a release date. It's been far too long, and considering like let's assume this game comes out at the absolute latest of August. That's around like 6 months until the game comes out. We are pretty freaking close, and I really don't think it'll come out in August. I think it'll come out in like really early summer, like June-ish, maybe even May. I think May is a little over hopeful. I think like at earliest it'll probably come out in like June. But even then, that's like 4 months away. It's time for the release date to come out, and the fact that we've got a direct tomorrow kind of just cements that in my mind that it's time for a release date. As for what the Horde mode is actually going to be, I've got no freaking clue. I'm not an insider. I do think it is going to be another Horde mode, though, pretty similar to Salmon Run, just probably with very different mechanics, but in the end, still a Horde mode. But still something we're going to have a lot of fun with. But to me, the biggest thing here, honestly, is the release date, because, God, I'm just getting super antsy for just anything Splatoon related right now. I need it. I need some Splatoon 3 news. I am going crazy. And you know what? We are about to get it. And that is what makes me happy. But those are really my only three like things that I feel really sure about happening in tomorrow's direct. I don't know, man. I was certain we were gonna get stuff in the E3 direct about Splatoon 3, and I was wrong there. But honestly, like I really feel confident in this. Who knows though? I guess we'll all really see tomorrow. Ooh, actually, one more thing. I honestly I don't want to say like I'm fully sure about this, but I can really see Nintendo giving us the new not new, another map they're bringing back from their Splatoon 1 or 2. I could see that as a big thing to reveal tomorrow. They could probably do some cool stuff with that and get us all hyped up a little more about the multiplayer. Said Splatoon is, a multiplayer game. It's almost like you guys watch Splatoon videos and you know what Splatoon's about. Can you tell I'm doing this unscripted? But as for everyone's hopes here, I guess this is the mandatory part where I say that, like, it's a Nintendo Direct. We could get the totally thing we don't expect, and they could just totally forget that Splatoon 3 exists again like they did in E3. But, who really knows at this point? I guess we're all just going to really find out tomorrow. And by the way, if you're interested in watching my reaction to it, I will be streaming it all tomorrow. So, you could come hang out with me after we get Splatoon 3 info like we did in the September Direct. I had stuck around for a little while after, and we deciphered some Japanese tweets that Nintendo was putting out to add a little more context to what was going on. So probably be doing something like that afterwards too. But if you want to come hang out and watch it with me, I would love that. So all right, gamers, I think that is actually it for me today. I will see everyone later. Bye.